I'm here at the IFE Briefing Day in London, and we're looking forward to IFE in March, and I'm with Daniel Ritzema from Crane's Drinks Limited. Daniel, the startup of your company is an interesting story. Tell me about how Crane's came into existence.
Okay, well, both me and my brother went to university, and we always knew we were going to set up something together. And I had quite a few girls in my house, and we used to go out drinking. I used to have beer to drink, and they used to have wine, and they couldn't really keep up. And after a couple of glasses of wine, I had to take them home before going out. So we thought there's nothing really on the market that sort of ladies can drink as an alternative to beer. So we thought let's try and do something there. So my brother came up with maybe let's try fermenting cranberries, and we gave that a go, played around with the recipe, and that's how we got going. That's how the idea started.
Right. So that's 2.5 years ago or so, a real homegrown industry story. And where are you now? I can see you've got some products with you where it's a cranberry base. It's an alcoholic drink, so that might be a surprise to some people. What's the specific story behind the development of this actual range?
So when we came up with the concept, we thought we spent about 6 months actually playing around with different recipes, fermenting cranberries. We're always going to use cranberries because they've come into sort of the food and drink industry quite a big style because of the health benefits behind it. Obviously, alcohol isn't healthy whatsoever, so we thought we'd try and piggyback in that sense and use the people enjoying the taste of cranberries. So we started playing around the recipe, and then our uncle gave a barn that he had to sort of get a microbrewery going. So we sort of playing around with the recipes and had a trial period in Cambridge where it actually went really well. We sort of did all the branding ourselves, so it looked fairly amateur, but like it was enough to sort of really test the market and actually just learn ourselves about the industry. And it was then sort of in the end of 2013 we decided let's scale up, rebrand, and sort of really try to push this in a bigger scale. That's why we sort of came up with the new product.
Okay, so it's a craft brewed beverage in a way, when we're used to hearing about that around sodas and around beer, but not with things in this space. So what about the branding and the design? Because the product looks really attractive and seems to be geared towards premium on the one hand and perhaps a female audience in another. What's the story behind that?
Well, that's it. So we always knew, we actually had a meeting with the CEO of Fuller's Brewery, and we took our old drink to him and we showed it to him, and he said the main thing with alcoholic drinks is all about branding. And so we thought, okay, let's get some investment. So we got some investment. We had a very small budget, so we went to a friend of a friend who had a friend, and that's how you meet them all. But he gave us a budget we wanted to work with, and it was meant to be a 6-week project, and we're getting it done. But in the end, it took 6 months.
Okay.
These things always take longer, but it was just so important to us to make sure the brand looked right. But now, after a long period, but we're chuffed the way it looks now, and we really hope it's going to go somewhere. Okay.
So we'll be seeing these products and be able to taste these products at IFE in March.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And what's next for Crane's? What's the next target for you after this?
Well, I suppose it's just pushing the sales, get ourselves out there. We're going to attack some of the independent pubs around London and Cambridge and in between and East Anglia to really drive those and maybe try some chains. We want to make sure they're premium establishments, because obviously that will match with our product.
Okay, well, we look forward to seeing you and tasting the products when we get to IFE in March.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Daniel.